how are you? Before we begin, let me ask you a question. When you woke up earlier, what was the first thing you said to yourself? Here we go again, I'm tired already. Or, all right, let's go one more fight. Because sometimes it's not work that weighs us down. Not people, not even our situation. More often than not, it's our mind. That's why in this episode, we're talking about a word that's quiet but incredibly powerful: mindset. What if mindset itself could speak? What would it say to you about fear, about failure, about those moments when you feel like giving up? If you feel stuck, exhausted, or full of self-doubt, this story is for you. Come on, let's listen to the voice you've been talking to for a long time, even when you didn't realize it.
If I could speak, if mindset had a voice, this is what I would say to you. I am the voice inside your head. I'm not always loud, but you listen to me every single day. I'm the whisper you hear when you wake up in the morning. You can do this. And sometimes, sadly, that's it. It's too late. I am not your hands. I am not your feet. But I decide whether you move forward or stay exactly where you are. Many people think I'm just motivation. I'm not. I go deeper than that. I'm the reason why two people can go through the same problem, yet end up with completely different lives. Let me tell you a story. There was a man named Ben, very ordinary. Not the smartest in school, not rich, no connections. One day he lost his job. It was during the pandemic. He had a family to support. At first he didn't listen to me. The louder voice took over. You're useless now. With so many better people out there, why even try? This is as far as you go. For weeks he stayed awake at night, silent, scrolling on his phone, comparing his life to people who seemed to be doing just fine. One night, while his kids were asleep, he sat at the table. No lights on, only the glow of his phone. And that's when he heard me again. Not a shout. Not a lecture. Just a simple question. If your story isn't over yet, why are you quitting in the middle? Nothing magically got better. No instant success. No miracle. But he made one small decision. He refused to let one failure define his entire life. He applied again, rejected. Applied again, rejected again. And every time, this is what I told him. This is not a verdict on your worth. It's just feedback from the situation. Months passed. He found another job, lower pay, harder work. But here's what mattered most. He didn't let pride kill his hope. Today, he's still not rich, not famous, but he is whole. And do you know why? Because he chose to listen to me, not to fear. This is how I work. When you tell yourself, that's just who I am, it becomes true. When you say, I'm not good at this, you remove your own chance to learn. I am not against being realistic, but I strongly oppose self-sabotage disguised as truth. Many of you are not lacking ability. You're just lacking belief that you're allowed to start again. Let me share another story. A mother, a single parent, 3 kids, work in the morning, laundry at night. She always said this is for them, but deep inside she was exhausted. One day she heard her child say, "Mom, I don't want to study anymore. It's too hard." And suddenly, reality hit her. Because she realized that's exactly what she'd been telling herself every day. That's when she understood. Mindset is passed on, even when you don't mean to. So she changed her words. Instead of saying, "It's hard," she said, "It's hard, but I can handle it." Instead of, "I have no choice," she said, "It's just what I choose for now." She didn't change the world. She changed the way she talked to herself. And that's where everything slowly began to change. Listen to me. I'm not here to make you delusional. I'm not telling you to be positive all the time. I'm simply saying this. Problems are not enemies. They're guides. Failure's not the end. It's a checkpoint. And fear? That's not a stop sign. It's just a light saying, there's something important here. If you want to change your life, don't try to change everything at once. Start with one question every day. What story am I telling myself today? Because if your story is, I am a victim, your mind will look for proof of that. But if your story is, I am learning, even through mistakes, your mind will look for a way forward. I am mindset. I am not a miracle. I am not a shortcut. But I am the foundation. And if there's one thing I want to leave you with, it's this. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to become great. Listen to me, not as a voice of pressure, but as a voice of possibility. Because as long as you're breathing, there's still room for your mind to change. And when the mind changes, life slowly follows.
And that brings us to the end of today's conversation. Thank you so much to you for your time, for listening, and for giving yourself the space to reflect on which voice you're re-choosing to listen to every day. And of course, a big thank you to Aida for such an honest and meaningful response, not just as a guest, but as the voice of mindset, reminding us that we always have a choice, even when things are hard. If there was a line or a story that really resonated with you, maybe you know someone who needs to hear this right now, go ahead and share it. This might be the exact message they've been waiting for. And if this episode helped you in any way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow this channel for more conversations that speak to the mind, the heart, and real life. Until our next conversation, take care of your mind, because that's where everything begins.